Okay, so did the HOH comp this morning with Chris, and my God, that was stressful. I didn't even think the kid was gonna make it to the competition. He messages me at 3 a.m. I went to Waffle House. I don't know if I'm gonna wake up in time. Let's do it later. No. We had a time. We're gonna stick to the time. I gotta work. I don't know what the hell he's got going on, but I got work. I can't just up and do a competition whenever the wind blows the right way for Chris's liking. So we did the competition. He was insane, and got 15 out of 30. I think it's average. I don't think it's great. It's fine. Chris is a lunatic. I don't know where the hell you guys found that guy. He's a lunatic. I can think of a couple places that I would lock Chris up. Big Brother house ain't one of them. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Be a hell of an HOH train, let me tell you that.
Hey, how's it going? It is day 3 officially in the Big Brother Hometowns house. Just a quick couple of updates from me. We've been playing game nights a lot lately, and that's been really fun. It's been really great to kind of get to bond with Carly and Sparks and Phil. Kind of like the main group that I have my group chat with, Crystal and all of them, the Baker's Dozen. I kind of like this group. I'm going to develop them more, but I'm always so weary about jumping into groups this early that I am kind of hesitant. We're about to walk into a double HOH, co-HOH kind of thing, and I haven't really talked to Anna a lot, so I'm a little hesitant to see where her mind is at. She also hasn't really been that active, so kind of intrigued to see how this go, but best of luck. I kind of want to win this one and see what happens, but we'll see what happens.
Now let's get to the good part. Scoring 21 out of 29 possible points in charades. Congratulations, Susie and Erica. You are the co-HOHs for this week. So good luck, everybody.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm feeling blessed and highly favored today. Out of all the people I'm working with, that draw for HOH competition couldn't have gone better. Somebody I'm close to was in every single pair, and all but one pair, the big alliance that I'm working with, was in every single pair. Of course, that pair won, but I'm cool with them too, so it's all good. As far as that smaller alliance I was talking about, that's not really an alliance. That's kind of a loose people who kind of know each other. I mean, they know each other enough that there are pictures of all of them together on social media if someone is so inclined to find those, but I'm not going to share that. I want to be able to maintain plausible deniability throughout this because I'm not a liar and I don't like to. So I've really been pushing the narrative of voting out people who aren't participating or the more quiet people, because that's not me and that's not directed toward any particular person. And I really have no idea who Susie and Erica plan to nominate, but I'm almost 100% positive it ain't me. So hey, I know you guys are probably sick of everybody getting along, and I'm sure that will come to an end soon. I plan to continue love bombing everybody because that's just my natural way, and it's authentic and genuine, and I think it's coming through, and it works for MLMs, so why shouldn't it work for me? I'm hoping it doesn't backfire, because everybody now that I'm talking to, they're like, well, everybody I talk to feels really good about you, and I'm like, y'all don't need to compare notes. Just know that, like, we're cool. I don't have anything bad to say about you or anybody, so just go with that. Anyway, hoping and curious as to who they're gonna nominate, because like I said, I really have no idea, but as long as it's not me, I don't really care. See you soon. Bye.
Y'all, I needed anyone but Julia to win the HOH today, and Erica and Susie brought it home for the team. I'm so excited because Erica is one of my most trusted people. I would say my number 1 or number 2 at this point. and I know I'm not going to be an option as a nomination on her part. In fact, we're going to be shooting off later, kind of bouncing off ideas, and she trusts my input, so that's really good. Now with Susie and I know each other, and Game Susie and Game Carly are very different people than who we are in real life. And so Game Susie, I'm not 100% sure how she's feeling, but for right now, I'm putting my trust in her, and I don't think I'm an option for nomination, but you never know. I think a few weeks down the line, that narrative can completely change, but for right now, I think it's going to be a good few days. And if I win veto or have to play in it, that's okay. But I think this is going to be good. Oh, let's go!
Hello, the HOH robe is just as comfortable as I imagined, except it's a little bit more just like a towel than I imagined, because it's just a towel. Gag over. I'm so excited that I just won. Honestly, Susie won. I just happened to reap the benefits with her. Oh my god, she is the best charades guesser ever. And she was saying, like, I'm not good at charades, but she crushed it. Just like words spewing out of her mouth so fast that she was getting words that I didn't even act out. Like, amazing. I love her. I'm really excited to work with her. She seems very level-headed, very, like, similar to me in a lot of ways. Fellow Harry Potter and Luna Lovegood lovers. So, you know, she's already someone that I've been wanting to work with. And I think that we have a lot of the same people in common that we like. And I also think that, honestly, most of the house has a lot of the same people in common, just because it ends up being, you know, the few people who've been less active, like Julia and Tevin, that are most likely going to be the ones on the block. I talked a little bit and someone said, like, maybe Anna has also been a little bit less active, but I also know she hasn't been feeling well recently. And yeah, I'm gonna hang up now because I've got people to talk to, so we'll see how this goes. Excited as always. Okay, bye.
The person that I'm nominating for eviction this week is Julia.
Hi guys. It's been so much fun getting to know you over these past few days. Been having a really fun time in the BBH household. I guess it's time to make a nomination. I feel bad that I have to nominate anyone, but I'm gonna be nominating Tevin. I know that you've been really busy, but a lot of us just haven't gotten to know you as well. So, hoping to get to know you better, and good luck in the veto. Thanks everyone, bye.
My camera's moving. Hey Hopetowners, it's Jamie. Back at it again with another confessional live off the cuff. So, wow. Erica and Susie won HOH. They got a pretty good score of 21. Me and Tay got 17. I thought me and Tay did great. I'm really happy about our performance. Really sad we're not HOH. But Erica and Susie winning is fine with me. Erica has my back. She's in that threesome with me and Chris, so I'm feeling very safe. I also feel like there's pretty obvious nominations this round that I wish I could have made just to like show people that I was down with the house, but like whatever. At the end of the day, Tevin and Julia are probably going up, and the nominations just happened and they hit the block. So it's nice to know that my conversations with them went well. My conversation yesterday was a bit of a hard day. Like honestly, there's just some personal stuff, so I took a night aside from the game, but I did take some quick time to talk to Erica and Susie to say like, hey, I need to take a step away today, but I think you have my full endorsement if you're nominating Tevin and Julia. I'm super down with that. Let me know if you need me. And they did that. So I'm not even gonna try and claim like that was a move I made. Like that is just clearly what the house dynamic is. So like it is what it is. The veto players are pretty interesting. We got Tevin, we got Julia, we got Susie, we got Erica, we got Eric, and we got Alejandro. I think 4 out of the 6 people wouldn't use the veto, and the 2 nominees would use the veto. If it gets used, I have a sneaking suspicion honor will go up, depending on whose nomination gets taken down.
Hello, BBH 13 House. This is a great mile marker for me. This is my first veto competition I've ever hosted, and it's kind of officially the first veto to be completed, so I'm here with results. The 6 people who competed in a comp called Puzzle Trifecta, and here's how it worked. They competed in 3 separate puzzles, each puzzle with a 10-minute timeout, so if they timed out on all 3 puzzles, their score would be 30 minutes. The player who completed all 3 puzzles in the fastest combined time will win the power veto. They had a 50-piece jigsaw puzzle, a 4x4 slide puzzle, and a 4x4 logic puzzle, so let's get into results. In 6th place with a combined time of 24 minutes, that belongs to Tevin. In 5th place with a combined time of 22 minutes and 35 seconds, that is Eric. In 4th place with a combined time of 20 minutes and 20 seconds, that is Susie. In 3rd place with the combined time of 16 minutes and 22 seconds, that is Alejandro, which means we're down to Julia and Erica. 50 seconds differentiates first from 2nd place, but winning the first official Power of Veto competition this season with the time of 12 minutes and 13 seconds. Congratulations, Erica! You are the winner of the Power of Veto. We will discuss with you timing decisions when you have to make your veto decision, but it's looking between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern. Congrats again. Bye!
Hey bees, it's your boy Jacob. Doing another confessional because I don't know how often I'm supposed to be doing these. So it's been over a day, and production probably wants to know what's going on. So far it's been good. Week 1 was basically nothing. Week 2 now, Susie with HOH and Erica with HOH is phenomenal. I have good connections with both of them. And I'm not nominated, clearly, so I think this will be an easy week because Tevin and Julia really haven't done a whole lot, and like bless their hearts, but like we're playing a game. They know, they both played orgs before. They know exactly how this shit works. That's on them, honestly. I'm making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm doing this because I'm multitasking. So I feel really good about my place in the house. The 6-person alliance is still intact. No rumors of leaking yet, which is good because you'd hate to see that so early. Jesus Christ. Had a really good conversation with Chris, and I feel like the 4 of me, Chris, Jamie, and Carly could be something. But Carly was kind of right in that, like, we probably don't want to be making a bunch of chats because if we have one with me, Carly, Phil, and Susie as well, that is looking like it's an unspoken bond as well. We don't want to out ourselves as being in too many, and honestly, that would be like 2 for me and Jamie, 2 for me and Carly. I want to connect more with Jamie. We haven't been able to in a little bit, but I know that he also is mentally processing, as we all kind of are, but as a person of color, it definitely affects a little bit more than most when it comes to the trial of George Floyd, and so I want to respect that time that he wants to take for himself. But I do want to get on a call with him just to catch up and see how he's doing, but also like do some game talk, because I really like him, but I think he's someone who, if we're not together in the way that I need him to be, he can be very disastrous for my game. And so I just want to reconnect and make sure that we're good, and kind of talk to him about what his thoughts are about Chris and Carly, because he wanted to work with Carly and I. And so maybe what does it look like to add Chris in the picture there?
To get a few more thoughts in. So it felt like the game kind of picked up for me today. Crystal and I, super connected, love her. I feel super solid with her. I like her on like a human level. I trust her on like a person level. So I see us really working together really well. We started the Peaches group with Crystal, Susie, Carly, and I really like Susie. I don't know, I feel like we haven't been quite as connected as we were the first day, but that's okay. And Carly, I don't really trust that much. And the only reason I even am trying to work with her a little bit is because people I like seem to really trust her or like her. But she said something to me in our HOH one-on-one when she was HOH. She just said something that was a red flag. She was just like, everyone likes you and they feel like connected with you. And it just came off really insincere to me. Just, I don't know. It sounds so nice, but it just came off insincere. And then today she was talking about that not many people even reached out to her when she was HOH, which was pretty surprising to me. Like, she put a whole message in the group. You think so these people just aren't reaching out? I don't know. It kind of sounded like a lie, but whatever. And she knew Tevin's sister was having a baby, and it seemed like no one else even knew that. Like, I mentioned it to Crystal, she didn't know. I don't think Susie knew. Like, how did you know about Tevin's sister having a baby, Carly? I don't know. Anyway, I don't trust her completely, but I'm happy to work with her. This is honestly, getting to know this many people on this kind of level is really challenging. Like, how does the Bachelorette do it? Like, how do you remember all these facts about these people and who you talk to? And then it's like who you feel close with changes day to day. But I feel like Crystal and I are pretty solid. And me and Crystal and Jamie started to chat, but we haven't talked yet. But I'm excited to talk eventually because I trust Jamie and I trust Crystal. The problem with Jamie, I feel like right now, is that we are both connecting with different people. But maybe that'll be an advantage if he's close with like Chris and Sparks, and I'm close with like Susie and Carly. Maybe that'll be good for us.
So let's talk about alliances. So far, my alliances are Big Brother Culture Clash Part 2 Alliance, which is Alejandro, Sparks, and myself. We are named that because months and months ago we played in a mini together. And it's funny and ironic because in that game we all were going after each other and coming for each other's throats, and so it's funny now we're working together. In addition to that, I was kind of randomly put into an alliance today. A group chat was started and I was included, and I didn't really know this was going to happen, so now I am part of the Peaches Alliance that includes Crystal, Susie, Taylor, and myself. I'm very curious to feel this one out because we're 4 very different personalities and playing styles, and so this could either go super well or super not. So let's hope for super good. One of my secrets has been discovered in this game. You see, Jacob, Sparks, and I know each other outside of the gaming org community. We've actually known each other for about 3 years. And so something going to this game knowing is that I have an existing relationship with this person, and people might find out and use that against me as collateral. And so Jamie found out, and he let me know, hey, I know, like, I'm not telling anyone because we're working together, and I don't want that to paint a target on our backs, but like, hey, I know. And he was really good about it. He's kind. But man, I was really hoping I could dodge that a little bit longer. We have to keep that in mind, and that's kind of tough, but I think we'll find a way to navigate through it. But darn it, it was discovered a little sooner than I had hoped. Bummer.
For some reason, my confessional didn't record. Well, I recorded it. I definitely recorded it. I watched me record it. I kept looking at the button, but I don't know. It's weird. Oh, I guess I don't want to repeat myself all over again. I kind of forget exactly what I said. But TLDR, too long don't read. Just got on call with Eric for about an hour. Really good call, honestly. Eric was kind of something I was worried about, just because we never really mesh in games. But the thing is, we mesh really well personality-wise. We have mad chemistry, you know. I think we get along really well. We laugh a lot together. Games, we don't work together because we usually play Survivor, and it's often side versus side. It's hard to make plays outside of your alliance. And I don't know, I think it's going to be nice for us because we can actually work together without hurting other people's games, and it's going to be easier, I think, to team up. Eric seemed very comfortable, I think, with me after our call, and I think we were both on the same page. We kind of knew it'd be a little awkward, but we got to get over that first bump, and we did good, I think. I think I'm set up with pretty much everybody. I think the only person I don't really have a relation with is Tevin and Julia.
Hello. First, let's get it out of the way. Quick lipstick update. Yesterday, I know I didn't go over it. We went with the Infallible from L'Oreal Paris. It is a great long wear. It will stay on all day. Will not smudge. Today, we went with the Fenty Beauty in black, and it's not long wear. It will smudge everywhere. But I love a good matte black, so I went with it anyways. But today was a very eventful day. Going into the comp, first of all, when it was announced, absolutely not. Charades, no thank you. Much better once I figured out that I didn't have to do any of the acting, because I do not enjoy that. I feel very dumb. Guessing I'm fine with. That was a lot of fun, actually. But going into it, there were not very many people that I would not have been comfortable being HOH, except for Crystal and Julia, because I believe that Julia would come after Carly, and I want to work with Carly. So that was clutch to win that. Did not expect to win, was not trying to win, but I'm very competitive. I don't like to lose. I like to do my best. My best just happened to be winning. Sorry. I think it's pretty easy. Initial noms. Hopefully there's no Reno. Everyone that I've talked to has said the exact same thing. Julia and Tevin. And I hope that Tevin uses this to really make connections, and that this, I don't know that it's great for my game that he makes connections, because I don't know that I'm one of the people that he wants to work with, but I think for him, what he needs to do is use this as a way to talk to people, because he does not seem to naturally be able to message very well. I think he's probably great on calls. From everything I've heard, everyone who's talked to him on call has been like, yes, this man is great. I would love to have an opportunity to have a call with him. Haven't had that yet, but he's someone that I know has life, and I don't want to punish people for having a life, but I also don't want to vote people out or nominate people who are invested in this game and want to be here and who are having a good time. I am team maximize the fun, so if you are not doing that, I don't really want to play with you.
Okay, a little update before I do POV in case I win, so y'all can see where my head is at. I don't want POV. I want to keep the nominations as they are. I don't want to stir up shit as much as I want Tevin to stay over Julia, but that's probably be where I'll vote. But I won't use the POV on him. Yeah, I think it's just better to not. I don't know. I feel so comfortable with Carly and Sparks that I'm like, I think we can legit run this. It feels like we kind of already are. But also my social ties with everyone. I know y'all have seen some of the chats that I'm having with people, so like I'm connecting on a deep personal level before trying to talk game with some of these people. And I guess we'll only talk game if we need to, because I worry about like other people's connections and alliances, because that shit's happening. But I feel like I've got Jamie really close. I've got Phil and Eric really close. I know Crystal is on my side now. And I feel like I've got Tay as well, for sure. Everyone else is kind of like an up in the air thing. But we'll see. But I think I'm good. I think we're good. I'll update you after the POV.
Hi, fellow house guests. I'm choosing not to use the power of veto. Good luck to both Tevin and Julia, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Just some general thoughts and things that have kind of popped up in the last couple days. Alejandro and I did the head of household. We were 1 point away. Darn. And that's okay, because the way that my strategy is working in this game is I want to be competitive, but I don't want to be a winner. And I want to make sure that I'm aligned with people that at least see me as somebody who's going to work their tail off for them and not want to have the incentive to put me up. So I don't want to be like just dragging my heels. I want to actually like contribute to the conversation. So in the Baker's Dozen Alliance, I'm doing things like, just offering like little quips and little thoughts and, short sentences, little moments of intellect and bringing people together so that we can come up with a decision all together. Let's see, things that have happened throughout the course of the day. Erica and Susie were the HOHs. I felt more comfortable with Erica being the HOH. She's very loyal. She's somebody who wants a nice, cohesive, linear realm to the game, meaning like she's not going to want to put somebody up in round 2 just because. But she's actually going to take out somebody who the house wants, and she's going to kind of float her way. She's not going to make a big move right away. Doesn't mean she won't at some point, but at least she's going to just kind of keep the train rolling. Susie, we need to talk about Susie for a minute. I'm a little iffy on Susie. After she won HOH, I had a chance to get on a phone call with her, and we talked a little bit, just talking about the game, just talking about where we stand. And she was like, oh, Eric, you're not on my radar. You're totally good. There's no worries. Like, oh, thank you so much. That's great. But sometimes you got to kind of read between the lines with people. I've learned, being the dad joke guy that I am, I always try to read between the lines of what they're saying. And she did acknowledge that we hadn't really talked as much. I'm like, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Communication is a two-way street, and I haven't been communicating with her either. That's fine. And she also noted that she didn't like people who were trying to be advantageous and trying to have conversations while they're in power. Which is a fair point, but read between the lines. I think she was trying to give me the warning that if it weren't Julia and Tevin being inactive, that I probably would have gone up. Way to be subtle, Susie.
Hey viewing party, thought I'd give you a new angle today. There's my very elaborate hamster cage. There's pictures of my baby dog who's no longer with me. Anyhow, your girl has gone to work today. I have 7 calls scheduled. I've gotten through 5 of them. I have 2 more. I had a nice chat with Julia. I really would love for her to stay, but it is not looking good. I had a chat with Christian, and we both are on team keep Julia. So then we went into the Baker's Dozen chat, and that is Phil, Jamie, myself, Sparks, Eric, and Christian. And we had a really great conversation, and we kind of came to the conclusion that keeping Julia and then not wanting to work with her directly, I would love to have worked with her directly, only for her to get eliminated next week seemed kind of messed up. So they are going with Tevin, so it's probably going to be unanimously Tevin. And I don't know if he's given anything to you guys out there, but he's not given much to us in here.
It is day 5 here in the Big Brother Hometowns house, and it is our first official eviction. Someone is leaving tonight, and I don't know who it's going to be, but it's between Tevin and Julia. Now, if it was me and I had the actual sole choice to choose, I think I would pick Tevin. And I think I'd pick Tevin because I think saving Julia may be smarter. She said some things in our call today that was like, ooh, not this being all wobbly, about like, oh, like I would be very loyal. I think I want to be here more. I think that I could be an asset. And honestly, just getting off that call with Crystal checks my box. So we're going to put it up to the Baker's Dozen and see if we can get a Baker's Dozen to vote to save her. See what I did there? That was funny. But I'm hoping maybe we can figure this out. But I'm not trying to stick my neck out. I'm not trying to get caught. I'm not trying to get cut. I'm trying to figure out what I can do and just have a majority. Let's see what happens.
Hey friends. So we're getting ready for the vote tonight, our first vote, day 5. It's been a long time we've been playing this game. Haven't been able to cast a vote yet. I'm very excited about the opportunity to actually be able to cast my first vote, because I think this is our first opportunity to really show where we're at in the game, show if the relationships that I've built are what I think they are, and I think the opportunities to do that will grow throughout the next few days. As far as tonight, I think it's pretty clear. I think it'll be Julia. She just hasn't made an effort with me, hasn't made an effort with many people, and it seems like the only time she wants to talk is when she's in danger. and that's just not the kind of person I can have be a part of my game.
I love that my ass made all those dramatic confessionals. It was like, I'm good, and I'm gonna be the second one out of the game. So that's really cool. And people are threatened by me because of how well I did in the comps, even though I didn't win. Which, I mean, go off. If you're scared of an 18-year-old, like, I mean, like, that's a win for me. Like, I have grown adults scared of me. But, like, yeah. This was good. Big Brother is not my thing, I've realized.
What's up, Viewers Lounge? It's Tevin here, and we're currently a few hours before eviction, and right now I'm starting to feel a little better. I've been able to talk to people and start to actually build good game connections, so I'm feeling good right now, but you never really know until the votes are revealed, so keeping my fingers crossed. I am still working on securing votes, but we'll see how things go. And if I survive, I'm going hard for that HOH so I can shake things up. So let's see how things go. Wish me luck.
Say rip, Julia. I vote to evict you.
I vote to evict Julia.
I vote to evict Julia.
Buttercup and I sadly vote to evict Julia. I'm sorry, girl. I tried.
I vote to evict Julia.
I vote to evict Julia.
I evict Julia. I'm sorry, girl.
I vote to evict Julia.
I vote to evict Julia.
Oh, tonight I vote to evict Julia. Sorry about that girl, but it's just the game.
Sorry, this is a little bit late, Prod, but I'm going to be voting to evict Julia.
All right, guys, the votes are in. Once I reveal the vote, the evicted house guests will have just a few moments to say his or her goodbyes, head out the front door, and this ends your journey here on Big Brother Hometown Season 13. By a vote of 11-0, Julia, you are evicted from the Big Brother house.